Welcome, welcome. Today's November 15th, 2024, and I'm coming to you live for a short practice to take advantage of the energy that's holding us in this moment. The sun is about to set here in Virginia. The tide is very high on this full moon, so the water element is very much present at this moment, which affects a lot of aspects of our systems. So let's talk a little bit about the energies right now. So we're about 3 days past what was a big portal, an energy portal, on November 11th, 11/11. So we're still feeling a little bit of that impact. And basically, what a portal is, it's sort of an opening, a door that opens within our ability to process and to receive more information, right? And I'm talking about information that goes beyond the conscious mind. So these portals are just really good moments in the year to be able to work on your intuition, to meditate, and to, yeah, basically open yourself to other levels of being and of energy. So there's a little bit of that. And then we've got this last supermoon of the year. So a supermoon is basically when the moon is closer to the earth. And what happens is that everything is sort of intensified, the volume is turned up. So you could be feeling this in just your nervous state. You may feel it as just a stronger tide of emotions that are coming through. Everything is just a little bit more neon, more bright, just more. So there's that happening on one side. But this supermoon is in Taurus, and Taurus has a lot to do with Earth. So Taurus asks for stability, for groundedness, for safety, for you to remain in your comfort zone. So we've got the moon in Taurus, this big supermoon, and then opposing it is the sun, which is in Scorpio. And what that means is that Scorpio really is an energy that's quite different from Taurus because it's all about intensity and transformation and revolution, and a lot of times just a lot of big energy involved. So you may be feeling sort of the conflict of being in between these two energies, and maybe part of you wants to stay in your comfort zone in your house with a hot cup of coffee, and then there's another part of you that feels like, okay, it's time to move. It's time for a change or some up leveling in your life. And that's according to Western astrology. Now, Vedic astrology is a little bit different. And what the Vedic astrologers are telling us is that we are in a constellation of fire right now. Agni is the word in Sanskrit. And that points towards also transformation. They talk about the sword, about using the sword to sort of slash your way through whatever jungles that you're traversing. A lot of that energy of courage and warrior energy to get through a transformational moment in life. But then let's return to that moon in Taurus, which is also telling us, okay, you can go through the fire, but go through it step by step. And what is central right now in that process is self-care. So to bring all of this sort of up there energy down to earth, what we can take from this is to really bring into focus our rituals and our daily routines that help us have love for ourselves, cultivate love, and to take care of ourselves. So how are you going to do this? By incorporating little rituals, daily practices, or just changing your routine a little bit to make time for those small moments in your day. And this could be taking time to sit down and do nothing, maybe for 5 minutes, taking the time to do a short breathwork practice at some part during your day, or waking up and instead of, flying straight into your schedule, taking 10, 15 minutes or more to do a yoga practice or a breath practice or any sort of practice that brings you centering and calm. So make sure you do all of this now, especially because we're also at a part of the year when everything seems to accelerate, right? We always have this feeling as we get towards December that we have to finish things that went unfinished, bring back into life maybe projects or goals that we had that we couldn't get to during the year, or which are on hold or have been put on the back burner. We have that sense of urgency that tends to add or turn into stress. So, for all of these reasons, it is very, very important that you make the time for self care during your day. So, take a good exhale through the mouth, which is our way of letting go, of unloading the heaviness and all of the to-do lists that we have at the forefront, sometimes in the back of our mind. Just take a few conscious, sort of exaggerated exhales. You can even use your shoulders to inhale up and then let everything go with your exhale. Do that a few more times. You can even bring into consciousness, I'm letting go stress. I let go of anxiety. I let go of nervousness. Good. And now move your jaw from side to side. Do small circles with your jaw. Slowly. This is Taurus speaking. Go slower. Take it step by step. Don't rush forward. Good. Now just close your eyes. Let's take 3 conscious breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. Good. I hope you feel a difference after just those 3 breaths. It really doesn't take more than that to feel even a small shift in your energy and your mind, and your mental workings. So now we're going to work with our journals. If you don't have a journal close to you, you can go get one. Just press pause. Most of you will be doing this video as it's taped. I'm going back to my 80s years with that verb. Recorded is a more modern version of that word. So once you've got your journal, we're just going to work with 2 questions today. And the first question is, how am I feeling right now in this moment in time? How am I feeling? And 2 notes on this. It could be referencing what I just said at the beginning of this practice, or any other aspect of this moment in your life. Avoid good or bad, which are conversation killers. And just try to go deep with that question. How do I feel right now? And you're going to pause this video so that you can answer that with no time restraints. And so then if you're back, we're going towards our second question, which is, which self-care rituals or routines will I add to my daily schedule? Which self-care rituals or routines will I add to my daily schedule? And this could be anything, whatever makes you feel better, whatever helps you to calm down, to reset, to center, etc. That's what you're going to write down and make a commitment to include in your schedule. And pause once more. So now if you're back, one last thing I'll add about this moon is that this moon in particular, what it's also doing is when we have a full moon, it brings illumination and clarity, right? In general, those are all full moons. They cast light. And this one in particular, since we're coming from several weeks or months, I would say, of a lot going on in the undercurrents, in the subconscious, there's been just a lot of kind of movement in the deepest parts of the ocean. What this moon is doing is sort of clarifying. Yeah, it's bringing out of the depths all of this stuff that we've been working through most of the time beneath our consciousness. And as I speak, I'm getting this very strong burst of sunlight. Talking about clarity, the sun sort of cracked through this really uh, thick cloud. Um, yeah, thick cloudy day. I'm sorry, I'm not finding the words. And it suddenly burst through. So very synchronous. So think of clarity at the moment. This is what this moon will give us. But also remember that with the clarity comes up a lot of upwelling of darkness. So you may feel that as well if you haven't been working a lot of this stuff out to bring it out into consciousness. So you might feel that as well. So for all of those reasons, it is really important right now to do practices like the breathwork practice that we're going to do in a moment. So find a good seat. And when I say this, I mean you need to find a seat that's comfortable for you at this moment. So for me, right now, I'm sitting in cross-legged position on the floor. I'm on a block, and that helps me sit straighter in a sense and be comfortable. For you, it might be a block, it might be a cushion. You might have to rest your back against a wall, stretch your legs. So whatever you need. Yeah, you could be on the floor, on a chair, on a sofa, whatever's good for you right now. So once you find your seat and you create the space for this practice, just close your eyes, get back to your breath. We're not going to change our breath yet. We're just going to sit with it, be with it. Your hands are comfortably on your legs or on the floor. You could do palms up, palms down, whatever feels best. And just settle into this breath, however it may be. Observe your breathing. See and accompany each inhaling of air and each exhaling of air. Thich Nhat Hanh, Vietnamese spiritual leader and meditation teacher, has some really good tips, simple tips on how to calm the mind. And one of them is just repeating internally as you inhale, I am inhaling. And as you exhale, I am exhaling. That's it. And very quickly, your mind and your breath link hands. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place one hand on the lower belly, the abdomen. And this contact between hand and body helps to take some more energy to this lower area where your first three chakras are located. And your hand will bring you greater awareness of the movement of that area of the body with each breath. So now as you inhale, you're going to fill your belly with air. You're going to feel the pressure of the belly against the hand. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your stomach muscles in, helping the air leave the body. And just settle into that motion. The belly that expands and the belly that contracts. So as we do this, we're opening our lung capacity. Now the air is going into the bottom part of the lungs. Bottom part of the lungs are helping the bottom part of the body to move, bringing more energy into this area, which is precisely the area of energy, the chakras that govern safety, security, groundedness, confidence, clarity, as well as adaptability, our ability to flow with change. So this is the first phase of our 3-part breath. And with each inhale, lengthen the spine. This will help the energy to flow better all along your body. And now we're going to place the other hand on the solar plexus, right below the breasts. You can place the thumb in that middle part of your body, between the breasts, towards the heart. And after you've taken the air to the lower part of your body, you're going to add it here and feel how the ribs expand and contract now as well. So this is where we tend to store emotions in the solar plexus area in addition to the belly. And as we breathe into this area, we're able to move those emotions a bit, break any stagnant or blocked energy there, and also feel a sense of calm. And as you breathe now, we're going to add some affirmations with each cycle of breath. So when you exhale, you're going to say to yourself, I exhale confusion and blockages. Inhale clarity and confidence. Exhale confusion and blockages. Inhale confidence and clarity. And keep repeating that internally as you breathe. Good. And to seal this breath work, the last thing we're going to do is just open the chest at the top to better chest breathing. You may feel relief or letting go after you finish with this 3-part breath. Inhaling to the first phase, belly breath, second, middle body, third, chest. And then just exhaling everything out in the order that feels best to you. Good. You could stay with your hands there as we sing our closing Om together. First, we're going to exhale, let all the air out. Now you're going to inhale to sing. And you can stay here in meditation or continue with your day.